Renee Boxing, what's going on? So it looks like Jermall Charlo definitely wants that vengeance with Caleb Plant, man. There's an interview floating around, recent interview, as a matter of fact, by Brian Custer. I mean, shouts out to him. Great content that he always pushes, when it comes to interviews with fighters. Several things he talked about, man, and it captures my attention. Why? Because first thing I want to say is this, man. I still got a big question mark, in my head as far as Jermall Charlo, if he's 100% there, as far as his fire, his passion for the sport when it comes to the sport of boxing. Is he really back? He talked about, in this interview that he'll easily fight him. When the question was brought up, that concerning Caleb Plant, he said he'll easily fight him. He also said that, he's trash, that Caleb Plant avoids Jermall Charlo at all costs, and that Caleb Plant doesn't call the shots. And then he kind of concluded that, that topic with saying all bad blood. So, so it sounds like he definitely wants that vengeance, man. And he further elaborated upon that, with Caleb Plant, that whole thing that, when he smacked him or whatever, and whatever event it was, I forgot. But, yeah, man, it looks like he wants to fight. But now this is the thing about it, getting back to what I was saying, at the beginning, that the way he talks, the way he conducts himself, as far as, how he expresses himself, it's different, man. It's different. And that's something I wanted to focus on also in this video, that, in the presser of Benavidez, versus Andrade, and Jose Benavidez versus Jermall Charlo, the way he's talking and stuff like that, I don't know, man. And in this interview also that I'm mentioning, he looks different, man. He's speaking different. Maybe it's maturity, maybe he's growing up, but I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. Some of my doubts will be answered come fight night against Jose Benavidez. Also, I wanted to point out this, that he mentioned in another interview out there that he's nervous. He's nervous, in the lead up to this whole fight, and I get it, though. I get that. Many people might think of it as, oh, no, he's scared now, that, he's fighting Jose Benavidez. I don't think it has to do with that. It's more like that he's nervous because of the excitement of him being out of action for so long. He's been out of the spotlight, out of the fight scene for a couple years, man. So it's been a while. I understand that he's nervous in that respect, so, but still, I still have that question mark over my head. He also mentioned in this interview with Brian Custer, shouts out once again to Brian Custer, he talked about, when he was asked, of him, who he wants to fight next or whatever, the typical questions these people ask a lot, and, he talked about anybody who has a title. So, and he also talked about 160, about Janibek. He said that he wants to fight Janibek. He wants to go for undisputed against Janibek. And I don't know, man. This is the thing. If, it doesn't seem like he has a set path, like what he really wants to do. Obviously, he has this Jose Benavidez fight. After that, who the heck knows what he's going to do, man? Because I still think that what I said a moment ago, I'm not sure if he's all there, like what he wants, a set plan, a set objective. Talking about, okay, he wants that vengeance with Caleb Plant. Talking about 160, he wants to fight Janibek. Talking about, also with one of these questions out there in the interview, fighting the winner of Andrade and Benavidez. And then after that, the winner, gets Canelo. It's like, I'm not so sure, man. Is he going to stay at 160 after the Benavidez fight? Is he going to stay there and look for that Janibek fight? Personally, I think the best for 160 is for him to fight, obviously, Janibek, to spice up the 160 division. Everybody's eyeballs is on Canelo. We understand that. But for the sake of the division and 160 and also legacy, unifying the titles at 160 against Janibek would be huge, would be amazing. Why? Because Top Rank, you already know the story with Top Rank, the way that they hype up their fighters. And I'm not saying that Janibek is all hype. I pushed a video, recently talking about Janibek is doing what a lot of fighters should be doing, which is unifying and going for legacy, man. And I respect to Janibek. I definitely respect Janibek. It looks like he has the skill set. It looks like he has the goods. What better for Charlo? What's better than Charlo, stepping up to Janibek and going for, unifying or undisputed or whatever there at 160? That would be fantastic. I'm just not so sure he would be ready for that. And that's something I wanted to bring out too in this video. I'm not so sure, man, that he would be ready for the likes of a Janibek, man. I'm assuming, a couple more fights maybe. You know, because we don't know, man. We'll see how he performs against Jose Benavidez. And this is another thing about it. Jose Benavidez, I think I mentioned this in one of my videos before. When this Jermall Charlo versus Jose Benavidez thing was announced, it was a while ago, a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, months ago, whatever time it was, okay? Jose Benavidez, man, with all due respect, I mean, it looks like he has a lot of, you know, fire. He really wants to get this win. He really, and I'm not doubting his training. I'm not doubting, you know, what he put in, the work that he put in with his brother, David Benavidez, because David Benavidez has been talking about that, saying that, you know, Jose Benavidez has been training for a while, a long time, and, you know, he really wants to take this opportunity, man, and beat Jermall Charlo, and I think he definitely has a chance. But when you talk about skill set, when you talk about all-around skill set, you know, ring IQ, et cetera, I think Jermall Charlo has, you know, the upper hand in all this, you know, and that's the thing about it. If Jermall Charlo beats Jose Benavidez, by the time you see this video, they probably already fought, okay? There's going to be a lot of, you know, hype going around Jermall Charlo. Oh, he's back. And, you know, that's what the media always does. Media always does that. You know, for example, quick example, okay, David Morrell, okay, he's being hyped up like he's the next best thing, and I get it, because you see it. It looks like he definitely has goods, he has a skill set, but look at the opponents he's fighting, man. You know, you can go down the list and we can go on and on. The media hypes up a lot of these fighters a lot when they have a win. And you know, and a lot of these fighters, man, they feed into that hype, and now they want Canelo. Now everybody wants Canelo. You know, even it doesn't matter what division you're in now. You can be freaking Tank's division, and now you want Canelo now. You know, I mean, but what I'm trying to say is this, man. I mean, media is probably gonna hype up Jermall Charlo if he wins Jose Benavidez. Like I said, by the time you see this video, he probably already fought and won. Who knows? Jose Benavidez may bring an upset, a huge upset. That's yet to be proven. But if Jermall Charlo beats Jose Benavidez, there's going to be a lot of hype around him. Yeah, Jermall Charlo's back. Look at how great he looked and this and that. But then again, you got to understand, it's Jose Benavidez. I wouldn't say he's necessarily elite skill. You know what I'm saying? Elite opponent, competition type fight. So I'm not so sure. That's why I'm saying this, that if he beats Jose Benavidez, I'm not so sure if he's going to be ready for a Janibek, man. Or if he's even going to be ready for a freaking, you know, like he mentioned, a Benavidez, Andrade winner, you know, between them two, or even Plant, man. I'm assuming, man, that, you know, after this Jose Benavidez fight, it might be another light touch. And who knows if he's going to be active. These are just a lot of questions I have with Jermall Charlo, and we're going to see, man. We're going to see. So what do you guys think, man? Do you guys think that, you know, that Jermall Charlo is back 100%? You know, I'm not so sure. Do you think it's maturity? Do you see something different in him with all these pressers, with these interviews and stuff like that? I want to hear you in the comment section, definitely. Renee Boxing, peace.